and then a Meadows 2 arrival. Windsor and Vancouver. (030), so they'll be landing on 08, I would guess, eh?
Probably, yeah.
Nope, so I don't need to do that. Like.
Okay, 197, you're breaking up there, but yeah, it's holding right now at, the actual is overcast 200 and something like that, I guess, for the last at least 45 minutes or so.
Okay, 197, we check that. We'll let you know how it goes.
Okay.
So nobody's been getting in, I think you heard that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, so I think we should hold up high rather than starting our descent. What do you think?
Yeah.
Or do you want to hold? So what we're doing is we're just trying to look at our fuel, what we're going to have to leave our hold point. We're anticipating that we're going to hold at the Watts intersection, which is right here. It's about 50 or 60 miles from, 66 miles from Kelowna Airport. So we worked out a rough fuel burn at about 250 kilos to go from Watts to Kelowna. That's not including an approach, of course. So we're anticipating trying to work backwards from that to come up with a fuel number, how much fuel we want to have on board the airplane before we decide we have to go to Vancouver. Right now we're estimating at about 3,000 kilos of fuel we're going to decide to go to Vancouver and not trying to hold any further in and attempt Kelowna. So that 3,000 comes from our burn of 1.23 for Vancouver, plus 1,000 is our minimum fuel on board over destination, and a little bit of a fudge factor for us to keep us conservative. Takes us to about 3,000 kilos. So that's what we're looking at now, having our discussion.
Even the high 20s, that'll be, yeah.
Okay, 24,
yeah.
I say 24 because that's our altitude to Vancouver.
Okay.
I'll go down there?
Yep.
Okay. So our weight's going to be around 43,000 and ish, 41 and 25.
Now.
Somewhere around.
Skywest 5558, contact Salt Lake Center now, 119.75.
Okay, so what we're looking at is trying to come up with a holding speed. We've elected to try and go down to 24,000 feet for our hold altitude, as if we do have to go to Vancouver, that's going to be the altitude we'll fly over to Vancouver at. So we come into our chart, our estimated landing weight, our estimated weight for the hold is going to be somewhere around 42,000. So we'll go between 41 and 44 and come across to our altitude. If we go to 25,000, we'll be at 24 is our plan. We'll use 197, probably round it off to 200 knots. That's going to be our holding speed. Brigadier Air Canada 197, flight level 380.
Canada 197, Vancouver, spend a good day.
And for Canada 197, right now it doesn't look like we can commence the approach into Kelowna. We're planning a hold maybe at Watts, if that works out okay for you.
I can probably work something out. What altitude are you thinking?
We're thinking maybe 240.
That should work.
Perfect. Thanks.
Canada 197, when ready to descend flight level 260.
Our discretion down to flight level 260, Canada 197. Why don't you put 240 at Watts for you there?
Sure. 260 set.
2407, Westjet 4490.
That's pretty, eh? Hey, Matthew, it's Bill. Okay, so the weather is still not the best. It's improving slightly, but not enough for us to get in just yet. It's getting closer, but we're going to be holding probably for a little while.
Okay.
We have a Vancouver alternate. If we don't get in, we're going to Vancouver.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll let you know once we get down a bit lower how long we'll be able to hold for.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers. Thanks, guys. Bye.
We're doing a Lanur 2 arrival into Kelowna. That's page 10 to Alpha, effective 3rd of June 2010. High sector 7700 to the west of LWNDB. And the notes say 100 safe is 12,800. When a lower altitude is issued, pilots shall descend
Canada
on this.
197, call Vancouver 13235.
3235, or Canada 197. Vancouver, good morning. Air Canada 197's out of 35-1 for 250.
Air Canada 197, Vancouver Center, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
On the star profile to ATC,
Any
assign
plans
altitude
to
travel
hold at
restrictions.
Watts, I heard?
That's what we're planning on right now, sir. The weather's got to come up a little bit before we can commence the approach, so that's the plan if that works out for you.
Yeah, you could also hold closer in if you'd like.
You know what? We'd like to stay out at Watts at about 240. That gives us a bit more fuel, if you don't mind.
Roger. No problem. I will have 240 for you in about 30 miles.
Very good. Thanks very much.
So descend on star
And you're descending
profile
to 250 now, confirm?
Affirm, sir. We're at a 34-3 for 250.
Roger.
to ATC, assign altitude travel restrictions above. The assigned altitude remain mandatory. So we're doing Watts, Upduck at or above 12,000, Talop at or above 10,000, Lanour max 200 knots at or above 7,400, Wattman at or above 5,900, then straight into Kelowna, and we'll verify that in the flight plan. Watts, Upduck at or above 12, Talop at about 10, Lanour 200, 7,400, and 5,900 for Whitman, and straight in. It's all in there. And we'll do the ILS 1 for runway 16. Do you want to work out the cold temperature numbers and
You got it.
the speeds? Then I'll brief you with those in. So it'll be the ILS 1, runway 16, Kelowna, 11-1, effective 20th of October. India Lima Whiskey 111-3, 157 inbound. Glide slope check over ILW 4400, temp corrected. We said 4570.
Okay.
And DA temp corrected 2100 set on a barometric altimeter. Mar not approaching minimum. So I'll call landing or go on flap. In the event of miss, we'll climb direct to EX NDB. Climb right climbing turn inbound to YWB NDB at track of 218. Continue climbing on track 211 from YWB NDB to 9000. That's temp corrected to 9500. Then direct to YDC VOR, maintain 9500. Sectors highest 8800 to the southeast of EX NDB. And charter biz is 1.5 mile.
Monitor now approach minimums.
And I've got hold clearance for you, ready to copy.
And go ahead for Canada 197.
Canada 197 is cleared to Watts by previously clear route. Maintain flight level 40. Hold west on your inbound track and expect approach question onward clearance at 2045.
Here Canada 197 is cleared to hold at Watts, flight level 240. We'll hold west on the inbound course. Expect further clearance at 2045.
Canada 197 affirmative, and advise when you are ready for the...
We will advise. Thanks, sir.
I'm slowing down.
Okay.
No point of getting there fast.
Let's go to nav and hold. Where am I? Nav, hold. There it is. Hold at Watts. Inbound course should be 267. I'll just steal this for a second. 268, that's close enough. And expect further at 2045. Inbound course. Everything else looks all right. You want 10-mile legs or something?
Sure.
Embraer Canada's 197. Can we get 10-mile legs in the hold, please, sir?
Holding Vancouver, try again.
Air Canada 197, request 10-mile legs in the hold.
Canada 197, approved. 10-mile legs.
Get 10-mile legs in the hold, Air Canada 197. There's 10-mile legs there for you.
Okay.
Insert that.
Yeah, we have it. Coming up the final approach.
Right turns, that looks
Delta Lima, Victor,
reasonable, yeah.
119 at 6.
I'll activate that.
okay.
Air Canada 197, Kelowna.
Good day, sir. We're just about to enter the holds at hold back here at Watts. Just wondering, is any aircraft reporting any ice accumulation on the approach?
Air Canada 197, none this morning. I believe the layer is relatively thin, actually 27 at the tops, and I think it was about 1600 at the base.
Okay, we checked that, so no ice accumulation. Okay, thanks, sir.
Okay.
I'll double check that on my way through, Dublin Victor.
Thank you.
I'm going to keep him up. There's a guy just on the approach now.
Okay.
If they're not picking up ice, we're good for the ILS Category 2, right?
Yeah.
Or the Category 2 approach. We don't need hold.
Yeah.
Very good.
Want to brief that?
Brief away, my friend.
Because we're so close, I'll give you the controls.
I have
Bill.
control.
I'll brief this. So for VS, I've slowed down to 210, and we're going to 240.
Raj.
You have control.
I have control.
So it'll be, since there's no ice, we'll be able to do ILS DME runway, ILS DME 2 runway 16. I'll brief this right here. And that'll bring us to a lower minimus, better chance of getting in. It's page 11.7 Alpha, effective 13th of January. India, Lima, Whiskey 111.3, 157 inbound. Beacon crossing, we're going to have to change the numbers in there.
Yeah.
4400, we'll temp correct that. And the DA is 1660. Again, we'll temp correct that. Marna approaching minimums, I'll call landing will go on flat, and then a miss. We'll climb direct to EXNDB, continue climb from EXNDB on track of 172 to 5.8 India Lima Whiskey DME. Right turn to Yankee Whiskey Bravo NDB on track of 238, continue climb on track of 211 from Yankee Whiskey Bravo NDB to 9000, then direct Yankee Delta Charlie VOR, maintain about 9500 temp. High sectors 8800, roger, to the southeast, and chartered biz is half mile.
All modern now approaching minimums.
Okay.
Canada 197, I checked that. Your hold is now cancelled, and declared on the Luna 2 arrival, descend to maintain 14,000. Kelowna altimeter 3040.
3040, descend on Lunar 2 arrival to 14,000, and check hold as canceller, Canada 197.
Canada 197.
14,000 set.
Roger, 14,000 set. And
Vertical speed BS.
cancel the hold.
Cancel the holds. Exit. Great. I can ask for more room to get down if you want.
4,000 for 9,000.
Richard 1820, Vancouver Center, Sprocket and signal leaving.
4,300 for 9,000.
Richard 180, radar identified, climb flight level 250.
Tops are at 2,900, by the way.
Okay.
Canada 197, put the right 10 degrees, see new heading.
New heading 295 degrees, Air Canada 197.
Canada 197, roger.
Okay, in the event of a missed approach, I'll call for go around flap, press the toggle button, and verify that the thrust levers move to toggle thrust, and verify that autopilot rotates to go around command.
Okay, I'll ensure thrust levers go to the go around position. I'll select your go around flap. In this case, for flap 5 today, I'll select flap 2. And when you're established in a definite climb, I'll call flap 2 selected positive rate.
I'll call gear up.
I'll select the gear up and I'll set your speed to VFS.
I'll continue above 400 feet. I'll call for FMS mode. Now.
Canada 197, descend 9,000.
You descend 9,000 at Canada 197.
Call for normal climb sequence.
Understood. I just cleaned it up, Whitman, filed the final fix there. Can I activate that for you?
Great.
Canada 197, turn left heading 250, descend 8,000.
Left turn 250, descend 8,000 at Canada 197.
Did it again.
Did, didn't it?
250, 8,000.
Just going to clean up your flight plan for you here, okay? 250, 8,000. 250, 8,000 at Canada 197.
250, 8,000.
250, 8,000 at Canada 197. 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 250, 8,0 Just take whatever room you need, okay, buddy?
Flight level change.
No changes to India, winds are calm.
Okay.
Canada 197, turn left, the heading of 190, intercept the localizer.
190 degrees, intercept the localizer, Canada 197.
Canada 197, roger, descend 6,700.
6,700, Air Canada 197.
6,700 set.
I got a loc flag.
Yeah, I got it too. 11.3.
Frequency is right, 11.3, 11.3.
Canada 197, roger, about 17 and a half. Touchdown, contact Kelowna Tower now, 1196.
19.6, Air Canada 197, so long.
Bye-bye.
Target Air Canada 197 with the ILS 16.
Air Canada 197, Kelowna target A, runway 16, wind calm, altimeter 303.
303, we check it, Air Canada 197.
Flight slope.
7853, exit Charlie,
Nice
taxi
approach,
engine monitor, ground
9500,
frequency on runway.
9,500.
Exit Charlie and taxi in, we'll monitor ground, Chad 75.3.
Air Canada 197, Jazz, Dash 8 that just landed, said they had the runway 1.6 DME final. Lights are on full strength, clear to land runway 16.
Clear line 16, check it, Air Canada 197.
Flap 2.
Speed check.
There's a FAF.
And that sets 4570. Missed approach, 9,500 is set.
Gear down landing checklist.
Landing checklist says the cabin is alerted. Altimeters 3038 inches.
3038 inches set.
Landing gear, lever down. 3 green.
Leave it down 3 green.
ICAS is checked. Landing checklist is complete.
Flap 3.
Speed check.
Approaching minimums.
Autopilot.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Minimums.
Runway inside.
200.
Check profile. Low on the glide slope.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse screen. $70. I have control.
Yeah, control.
Nice to know.
Air Canada 197, exit Charlie, and I'll actually send you southbound on Delta because company's just about to taxi there. So south on Delta, you can contact Tower 19 Circuit ground on 121.7 on the southbound Delta.
South on Delta and 21.7 Air Canada 197.
Okay, 1185, company's going to turn south on Delta, you can start the move now.
Lights and after landing, please.
Quarter terminal.
Canada 197, taxi Echo, thanks.
Hey, Quarter Canada 197.
Marshall in sight, lights are off.
Go to ground. Good day, WestJet 2164 is ready, push and start with India. WestJet 2164, push start, your discretion. Our discretion, WestJet 2164.
Radar's off.
Okay, mine's off as well. Brakes set, APU's running, engines are off.